Dear ladies and gentlemen, brief introduction to granulation technology. The granulation drying is the most advanced drying technology by indirect heat exchanging. Since 2005, it has become the international progressive and the unique special granulation dryer. They can be directly applied to dry up non-fluid sticky sludge from domestic sewage treatment plant, industrial wastewater treatment plant, and other industrial waste materials with the water content range between 90% and 40%. During the drying process, the sludge is dried directly into porous particles, with water content can be as low as 3%. The granulation dryer has the specifications of high energy saving, low maintenance, and quick assembling. Depending on the sludge specifications, the granulation consumes the electric power between 1 kilowatt and 1.5 kilowatt per ton sludge, and the dryer consumes the saturated steam between 1.05 and 1.1 kilograms of evaporating 1 kilogram sludge water. The technology applies the unique process in the world of the combination granulation, named popcore process, which combines the granulation first and then drying and directly transforms the sludge into porous particles. Its most outstanding contribution is that it brings breakthroughs to the traditional concepts of baking drying and solid-state extrusion granulation, leading to the extremely small driving power of granulation. The system introduction. The system consists of feeder, granulator, dryer, cyclone dust remover, and off-gas odor remove, having the choice of applying chemical plus photoelectricity, or the process introduction. The conveyor moves the sludge from the silo bottom into the granulator, which is heated by steam drying the sludge. The granulator can granulate different kind of sludge. During the granulation, the wet sludge moves down through the granulator, and the granulator makes the wet sludge into porous, non-sticky, high-specific surfaces, popcorn-like particles. The granulator has the exclusive function of automatically removing contaminated foreign objects in the sludge, including the soft foreign objects, such as sanitary towel, etc., and the hard objects, such as bricks, gravel, and metal fragments, etc., can be. The granulated particles move down into the vertical disc dryer for further drying by steam. The surface and back plates of the disc with pressed pits are welded, usually manual. However, our plates are pressed by numerical machine, and the disc is non-gap welded automatically with high electric voltage. There is no leakage from the welding point corrosion, providing the necessary conditions for long-term operational life. The granulator applies the qualified trap is used to prevent steam leakage, and the condensed water is recycled to the boiler or other heat consumption unit. During the granulation and drying process, the heat exchange consists of the three types heat transfer of convection, radiation, and conduct. The sludge moves down and the hot air flows up, providing excellent heat exchanging. The dust can be conglutinated by the wet sludge before the off gas is discharged, reducing the dust quantity in the off gas. After granulation and drying, the made particles are uniform in size, with 5 to 10 millimeter diameter. Roller can be installed on the bottom of the disc dryer to get the sludge powder for other applications. The dried sludge are transferred for further treatment. The off-gas treatment system, including cyclone dust remover, cooling condenser, alkali washer, and oxidation. The off-gas deodorization is by photoelectric oxidation or by ion. For the alternative, the off gas may be treated by cooling condenser and water vapor separator first, and then by high-temperature oxidation combustion. The technical advantages. All water on the porous particle surface. During the granulation process, the water insists the sludge move to the particle's surface by breaking the particle wall repeatedly and continuously. The surface water is of course much easier evaporated. The evaporation heat consumption is only the 60% to 70% of the traditional dryer. The strong drying power. The convention of the hot air and the sludge with big differential humidity makes the surface water evaporated quickly. Extremely low mechanical driving energy consumption and little mechanical abrasion. The granulated particles convert the sliding friction to rolling friction and extend the service period and minimize the maintenance costs of the dryer. This is the essential difference from the traditional drying. The electric power consumption of granulation is only 1 to 1.5 kilowatt per ton sludge and is only 2% to 3% of traditional dryers. Practically, after a half-year operation, the disc surface's painting has kept no abrasion. The drying process is more efficiency, removes hard and soft contaminated objects preventing from the damage to the dryer, and has the advantages over drying the high protein, sugary and grease of kitchen and oily sludge. The granulation drying is of safety and no corrosion, providing the best conditions for high efficiency, more stable, and fault-free operation. The granulation dryer is of modernization, standardization, and can be configured easily to meet different sludge and drying conditions. This is the fundamental for the standardization, the automation, and the Industrial 4.0. The granulation dryer is of variety applications of a great number of non-flow sludge. The granulation drying makes it easier to dry mycelia with a very high viscosity and the residue of evaporation. The display of the practical applications. The drying of penicillin mycelium sludge in the Xinjiang Kelun Pharmaceutical Industrial Company Limited. The penicillin mycelium is of easy liquefied, sugary, and unknown bacteria, stink, and sticky sludge, which cannot be dried by traditional dryers. The granulation dryer has successfully dried the sludge. The dryer is of the capacity of 330 done per day. The project is completed within 4 months from the dryer supplying to the commissioning. The water content of the sludge is dried from 80% to 13%. The granulation dryer is of the capacity of 100 tons per day. The drying efficiency is not competitive by other traditional dryers. For this project, the sludge enters the silo at the granulator top with the 87% initial water content. By leaving the granulator, the sludge becomes non-adhesive particles with good liquidity, high yield, and uniform water content. The particles after granulation are with water content of 72% and transported to the vertical disc dryer for further drying through conveyor. The dust-free sludge particles after dried by the disc dryer is with water content of 40% and transported by the belt conveyor to the sludge storage silo. As we can see, the sludge discharge is in good and stable working condition. The popcorn drying project. Another successful application case is to dry the 7-ACA mycelia with a very high viscosity and water content for a big pharmaceutical company. The company has conducted several failed experimental tests using traditional dryer. However, its sludge has been successfully dried by applying our exclusive granulation dryer. Our granulation process pulls its vicious sludge into fluffy particles, which causes the particle wall broken and dried to form porous, irregular, and surface dry sludge particles, which result in the highest drying efficiency and lowest energy consumption. After locating in the workshop for 20 hours, the water inside the made porous particles evaporates spontaneously, and the water content reduces from 70% to 30%. The drying process is called popcorn process. The oily sludge drying project. The oily sludge enters the granulator and converts to porous particles. The oil is enclosed inside the particles and the water is evaporated. The drying operation is fault-free and the dried particles are stable and uniform. The traditional horizontal disc dryer, plane dryer, and paddle dryer cannot dry the oily sludge. The project in Hsinchu, Taiwan. The project has realized proudly operating fault-free for 3 years. The granulator actualizes the foreign objects removing contaminated in the different dangerous sludge and residue. The drying project of pesticide cake sludge. The granulator can dry and convert the pesticide cake sludge in shambles into loosed and uniform particles, realizing rapidly drying. One granulation dryer for variety sludge drying. The biological and pharmaceutical mycelium with different water content from 46% to 86% can be dried by the same dryer, yielding the particles with the water content of 3% in the size of 1 cm. The sludge drying plus combustion EPC ceramic granulation project. In 2018, by applying techniques of the granulation drying and the craftsmanship and the ingenuity of the quenching of the de-acidification, we successfully realized the ceramic granulation of the sludge. The sludge made fertilizer and other projects. The chicken manure, the food and biological residues, and the oily sludge can be dried and made fertilizer. The craftsmanship and the ingenuity. Since 1998, we have applied the rotary eccentric spraying technique in treating the combustion off gas of the dangerous solid wastes, domestic garbage, industrial residue. Up to now, the off-gas purification technique has already become the international advantaged and can be applied to purify the off-gases and acidic mists of steelmaking, glass fiber, metallurgy, petrochemistry, chemical industry. On November the 23rd, 2017, 1904 to 1943, the CCTV reported specially our dangerous water combustion project in Shenhua coal mines. The process of this project, the integration of the quenching of the de-acidification plus bag dust filter plus denitration plus off-gas discharge. The project is of no water washing and high salt waste water treatment. Its solid waste is transported to waste silos by pneumatic conveying. The project of dangerous waste combustion of Beikong, Bingzhou, Pingfu. Its off-gas treating process, the integration of the quenching of the de-acidification plus bag dust filter, plus denitration, plus water washing, plus off-gas chimney discharge. All the water including the raining water, washing water, and the recycling washing water is treated by the integration of the semi-dry quenching de-acidification. Therefore, it is realized the integration process of quenching, de-acidification, drying, and dust reduction. There is no wastewater and no the phenomena of wetting the tower. It realizes the discharge of no wastewater and extreme low standard of the off-gas. Our company is a veteran professional company specializing in research and development, manufacturing and sales of special drying with many invention technologies, and the trademark Chameleon leads the others in the drying industry. The company implements a comprehensive, rigorous, and standard partner system and has signed cooperation agreements with many entities and individuals to benefit the partners in accordance with standard business rules. Be conscientious for environmental protection to bring benefits to the future generations. Our present achievements will contribute a lot to the future. Sincerely invite you for cooperation to spread the achievements of civilization and share the wonderful science of mankind. Hotline for cooperation +086 400 118 9288 +86 523 846 11499 1525 262-4000. Overseas cooperation +86 136 2518 5006 +86 188 5261 0728. Internet query www.dryer.cn. Email info@dryer.cn. 139-0526-1301 @163.com. Thank you all.